Today we're going to see how to set up new dimensions in Twinfield as well as their settings. So let's get into the financial professionals dimensions. There are 7 types of dimensions in Twinfield: balance sheet, profit and loss, accounts payable, accounts receivable, cost centers, projects, and fixed assets. And all of those dimensions have different formats so that they are recognizable to you, but also so they are grouped together. For example, if we go into the balance sheet and if we take a look under the list of the general ledger codes, you will see that the format must comply with the following. So the first number has to be between 0 and 3, and the 3 following numbers have to be somewhere between 0 and 9. And usually you would find that this is the format that is going to be used for the balance sheet because it's easier to set it up the balance sheet codes between 0 and 4,000, and then profit and loss between 4,000 and up. And Twinfield gives us an option to either input a new code ourselves. So for example, I could use 0022 and click next. Or I could choose the first 3 codes, which is just 000, and then click next. But let's go into the accounts payable first. Here, as you can see, the format is a little bit different. So you can specify, when choosing the format of the dimension, you can specify that you would like the first number, for example, to be 2, as in this case, and then input the 3 following numbers that have to be between 0 and 9. I would say that in most cases, accounts payable, accounts receivable, and cost centers, you would change to letters so that it's easily recognizable for you, and so that you don't confuse them with the balance sheet and profit and loss codes. So again, I can either input the code 2005 or just the first 3 code. So in this case, it's going to be 2005 as well. Click next. And then I have to input the settings. So the name, maybe website of the supplier, their address, maybe we can input VAT number, email address, bank account number, sort code. If we use a pay and collect option, we can also specify here in which payment run we would like to include them. So for me, for example, that could be suppliers. Other settings, we can specify VAT, supplier number, remittance advice, if we would like to send the remittance advice. For example, when setting up the payment, here we would input the email address and then click send type by email, or to file manager, so then we can still download it from the system and just review it, and then we would have to send it ourselves. We can specify any posting rules, so currency, amount, description, and payment conditions. Then in balance sheet, it looks a little bit differently. So we specify the name, and the most important thing is to set further analysis to now and then, and matchable to not matchable, so that when you post a journal to this new general ledger code, it doesn't give you an error. And click save.